Because, when God allows you to have the opportunity to change some issues, what you ought to look at it is an act of grace. Because what grace does is give to you what you didn't deserve. I know, yes, we deserve to have hell. We deserve to go there. We've already done enough. You ain't got to worry on your tomorrow sin. You've already got a charge account. Matter of fact, charge account ought to be balanced on sin. Already filled. Maxed out on the MasterCard. But when it comes to grace, His grace, the book says, is sufficient. It's able to take care of all of those things if you only look at what you have done and now begin to make a change on what you will do. So when you look at your past, two things, and I'm out of here, I promise you. Look, your past, touch your neighbor and say, your past is your past. No need of regretting something in the past, because guess what? You can't change it. You can't change your past, but you can change your present. You can't change where you were, but you can change where you are. Okay. Secondly, your past is the proof and testimony of your progress. I need to say that for the church folk, because one of the things we want to do sometimes is we want to get saved, sanctified, and forget our past. And the reason why the church is often silent, more silent than it should be, is because we got some folk in here with selective memory.
All right.
Selective memory makes you think that you've always been like you are. You've always rolled like you roll. You've always had what you had. But if walls could talk, yeah. If walls could talk, they tell you that you've not always been where you are. But see, here's the issue. Your remembering your past is not a point of shame, but really power for your praise. Because you start thinking and thinking, you start thinking and thinking, you start thinking and when you start thinking and when you start thinking about how far God has already brought you, you start thanking God for what God has done. Ain't nobody else got to thank you when you know when you know for real that you've been brought from a mighty low. I ain't talking to no figures in here. I'm talking to somebody who knew that God had to bring some grace to bring them out of their situation. Knew God had to work a miracle to make you right in the place you are. Matter of fact, there's some people who don't believe in miracles. But what you ought to do is look beside you, because I believe right beside you right now is testimony that God is still a miracle working God. God is still able to bring him through. So when I look at my past, I don't regret. No, I don't regret what I used to do. I don't regret where I used to be. I look at it not as an instrument for guilt, but a power play in praise. See, there are two ways to look back. I don't look back glorifying my bad days. Oh no. But I don't forget my bad days. Because even when church folk want to get quiet, I don't need y'all to get my shot on. I just start looking at my back and seeing how far it is that God has brought me. I'm wondering today if I could just call some of you